Hello, Ashley here again. Today's book is The Game. Penetrating the Secret Society of Pickup Artists by Neil Strauss. This book starts off using a very effective storytelling method, which I think has been used frequently and with great effect by the HBO series Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad. Oh. Tease the audience with a sneak peek at the climax of the story and then rewind to the beginning and start the viewer off on a roller coaster ride that they think will crash spectacularly. I really love Breaking Bad. Can you tell? Okay, back to the game. The story starts off with Style, Neil Strauss's pseudonym, Nancy, as he watches the emotional downfall of Mystery, not his real name either. The man who taught Neil everything about the art of seduction, making him one of the best pickup artists in the world by the time he wrote this book. So from that scene in the Hollywood mental health clinic, where Mystery is being interviewed to see if he's a suicide risk, we rewind to the first meeting between the two men. You find Neil, a short, Rogaine-using, bi-speckled journalist who needs some help attracting the ladies. So he applies online for a pickup workshop hosted by Mystery, a wannabe magician, hence the monkier, from Toronto who lives at home with his mom. Nonetheless, Mystery is one of the rising stars of the internet pickup community. He is the founder of the Mystery Method. Turns out to be a very simple idea. FMAC. Find, meet, attract, close. After a long weekend session learning the art of seduction, Neil, newly christened Style, becomes obsessed with the game. And he starts traveling around, meeting the different pickup artists, adapting their style, perfecting his craft, and becoming one of the best pickup artists in the world, or as far as the online community is concerned. I picked this book up for a fun read, and even though by the first few pages of mental breakdown I knew this wasn't going to be a lighthearted jaunt through an interesting subculture, I was hooked. It's mostly Strauss's writing style that did it. Strauss is, and was before he became famous for this book, a very well-known journalist for the Rolling Stones magazine, writing articles on anyone from Motley Crue to Kurt Cobain to Madonna. It becomes easy to realize why he's so good at his job. He lets the story unfold. He writes what happens. He's true to his emotions. Also, he's not quick to judge his subjects, but presents them as fleshed out, multi-layered characters that the reader can assess for themselves. However, I think when it comes to the characters, that's when I have problems with the book. The characters are so stunningly unbelievable at times that Neil has a disclaimer in the front of his book. The following is a true story. It really happened. Mystery is the character we get to know the most. One of his gimmicks for picking up women is to do small magic tricks for them. This is actually referred to as an IVD, an interactive value demonstration. But Mystery's magic tricks actually did save him from getting shot in one dangerous Eastern European pickup. This is a true story. Mystery has a childlike enthusiasm, a sense of flair, and the fact that this extremely tall, lanky, pale, nerdy individual has unlocked the secrets to seducing women makes him an intensely endearing character. However, he's also a frustratingly immature, selfish man-child with a lot of unresolved father issues. In his constantly shared but never realized dream of having his own famous Vegas magic act, lay the delusional groundwork for his later mental breakdown. It makes the whole thing sad. It's just depressing when you think about it. I didn't feel like I could root for Mystery. I didn't like him. And all the other characters are even less sympathetic. There's Ross Jeffries, who founded the pickup community in the 1980s and uses neuro-linguistic processing, aka hypnosis methods, on women to get them into bed. He comes off as an extremely arrogant and creepy individual. There's a scene where he's sniffing Carmen Electra's butt. Then there's Tyler Durden. And yeah, he named himself after Brad Pitt's character in Fight Club. He comes off as a at least semi-sociopath and is the enemy of the story because he doesn't use the methods taught to him to pick up women, but instead to manipulate other pickup artists. None of these characters are very likable. I just feel sorry for them. They're these awkward guys, just trying to pluck up the courage to speak to women. But when they discover the art of pickup, they don't really learn social skills. They just learn routines, formulas, lines, which means that the women they try to pick up are not seen as human beings, but more like the end boss in a video game. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I was really interested in this pickup world when I first started reading the book. Like any person, I would love to know a few more tricks about making it easier and less scary to function in social situations. But Strauss' book indicates people get more concerned with manipulation instead of connection. For all that, the book doesn't lose its humanity, though, and that's due to Strauss's writing. Neil Strauss is a good writer. You see Styles struggling with the good and the bad of the pickup world. He talks about filling up a hole inside of you. Some people choose religion, he chose pickup. Neither is a bad thing. The bad thing is realizing that that hole may never be filled. The book is interesting, even if you're like me, and as a woman a little disturbed by the shallow, misogynistic creating frat boy life of these pickup artists. The techniques, the talk of social dynamics, the power struggles, the manipulation is intoxicating. Neil Strauss is an excellent writer who talks to you on a very relatable level that you can just connect with. Wait, is that all part of his game? In any case, I give this book 4 out of 5 stars. Last thing. Tune in next time. I will be doing a book haul and letting you know in advance what books I'll be reading. So maybe you can pick up these books and read along too, and discuss them with me as I do my reviews. Until then, ciao! 안녕히 계세요.